Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to your Union Pulse. I'm Richard Garcia. On May 28, 2026, another person was killed by a Valley Metro bus in West Phoenix. A woman was struck in a marked crosswalk near 59th Avenue and Van Buren Street. She was pronounced dead at the scene. This is not an isolated tragedy. It is part of a disturbing pattern, and it's time we talk about it openly. Just before 5 a.m. on Thursday, May 28th, Phoenix police responded to a crash at 59th Avenue and Van Buren Street. A woman walking eastbound in a marked crosswalk was hit by a Valley Metro bus that was turning. According to Phoenix police and multiple local news outlets, including AZ Family, Fox 10, AZ Central, and KTR, she was pinned under the front of the bus. Firefighters pronounced her dead at the scene. The driver remained at the location. The Vehicular Crimes Unit is investigating. This woman had every right to expect that crossing in a marked crosswalk would be safe. Instead, she became the latest victim in what appears to be a recurring safety problem. This is not the first time we've seen this. On October 7, 2024, George Miletis, a 59-year-old safety trainer for Transdev, was killed in an incident at a Phoenix transit center. He spent his career training others to operate safely. He died doing the work he believed in. In September 2025, Valley Metro bus drivers went public with serious concerns about unsafe working conditions, faulty equipment, limited brakes, and fatigue that directly affects safety on the road. Now, in May 2026, we have another pedestrian fatality involving a Valley Metro bus. When you combine high turnover, short probationary periods with minimal protections, and ongoing questions about training and accountability, you create conditions where tragedies like these become more likely, not less. As transit workers, we have the right and the responsibility to speak out when safety is being compromised. Our union, ATU Local 1433, is supposed to be our voice at the table. But too often, when it comes to aggressive advocacy on safety, equipment standards, fatigue policies, and holding the company accountable, that voice has been weak or missing. Members have filed complaints, drivers have raised concerns, and yet we continue to see serious incidents. When leadership is more focused on protecting relationships with the company than aggressively defending the safety of workers and the public, the entire system suffers. This is not just about one incident. It's about whether our union is truly representing the interests of the people who do the work and the communities we serve. I want to be very clear. Speaking out about safety conditions at our workplace is protected concerted activity under federal law. We have the right to discuss these issues among ourselves. We have the right to raise them publicly. We have the right to demand better from both Transdev and our union leadership. When members come together to improve safety for ourselves, for our passengers, and for the public, that is exactly the kind of activity the National Labor Relations Act protects. I will continue to exercise that right. Not out of anger, but out of a responsibility to the people who show up every day and do this dangerous job. Another person is dead. Another family is grieving. And we are still having the same conversations about safety that we were having years ago. It's time for real accountability from the company and from our union. If you're a member of Local 1433 and you're tired of watching safety take a back seat, reach out. Stay safe out there, look out for each other, and keep that pulse beating. This is Richard Garcia with your Union Pulse. Thank you for watching.